इसको रिकॉर्डिंग करना है, रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट करें। Okay, so let me request our sergeant at arms to kick things off. Toastmaster Mufaddal Abdullah. Okay, just a quick question. What's the meeting number?
1027. 1027. 1020.
Just
27 or 27 last one.
yes, that is what I'm doing.
So it's
Both level.
line level. When we raise it.
1027. Yes.
Okay. So we have a guest.
Hello
everyone. This is Mufaddal Murtada, Sergeant at Arms at Karachi Toastmasters Club. Today is our 1027th meeting at Beach Luxury Hotel. So we have some in-person participants and some online participants. So I'll be going over some rules which we will be following in order to have a smooth meeting. Those who are present here, I'll request please keep your cell phones on silent so that the speaker does not get distracted. Those who are online, they are requested to keep their mic on mute so that they also don't distract the speaker. Those who are in person over here, please try to avoid roaming here in the room. If you have something important to on the phone, you can just go outside and attend the call. At Toastmasters platform, we are not allowed to talk about 3 topics, that is politics, sex, and religion. So please try to avoid these. So from here, I would like to hand over to our Madam President, Ibrahim Khan.
Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toastmasters is a public speaking platform where people from all walks of life come together to improve their public speaking skills and as well as leadership skills. And the Toastmasters headquarters is situated in Englewood, Colorado. And it has more than 350,000 members worldwide. And it is situated in more than 100 countries. And
yes, we have guests.
Do we have any guests physically?
Yes, we have guests. I would request you to please come one by one and give us your brief introduction. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Tawqir Iqbal and I'm a senior engineering manager at Codata. That's an IT firm. Yeah, that's a brief intro. So how did you find Karachi Toastmasters Club? Actually, my boss told me to. Who's your boss? My boss is Salman Kasbati, and he's the COO of the organization. Okay, good to have you. Thank you.
And
Assalamualaikum everyone.
Yes, we will. Yes, please.
Yeah, so my name is Adnan and I'm working as an engineering manager and looking after the team of the data and the BI in Codata. So I work with Tawqir and our manager told us about the Toastmaster and today is our first appearance here.
Yes, we have few online guests. Danish Azmat. Could we request you to please turn on your video and give your brief introduction?
supply chain, associated organization supply chain.
Okay, Danish, could we request you if you're using hands-free, could you please take them out because you're not audible.
Am I audible to you now?
Yes, Danish. Yes, you are audible. Could we request you to please turn on your videos if convenient?
Actually, there is some technical problem with my PC, so unfortunately, I'm not being able to hear you out.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah, but actually, for some extent, yes, I have to pay a lot of attention. So just so should I give my brief intro here?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Myself, Darij Ahmad, I'm in ambient supply chain and currently associated with a private organization in the discipline of supply chain. I have just come to know about Toastmaster myself, just going through social media, and I just came across to it. So I really wanted to enhance my public speaking skills. So I believe it will be they come out to me. It will come out to be very beneficial for me in the long run. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Danish. And I must say that you have come to the right place. So we all are learning, and I'm sure we will learn from you as well. So could we have a brief introduction from Rohan Ahmed? Rohan Ahmed, are you with us? Okay, we have Muhammad Musa. Could we have your brief introduction, Muhammad Musa? Okay, Hasnan Ebrar, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. I am Hasnan Ibrar and I'm a member of Express Toastmasters Club. But for past few weeks, I have been unable to attend our club meetings, so I was getting rested. So I think why not, instead of skipping those valuable meeting where I can hone my skills, why shouldn't I join Karachi Toastmasters Club online? So that's why I am here, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hasnan Ebrar. So over to you, Madam President. Toastmaster Heba, it's now your time to introduce the Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, we all know him as a very eloquent and a very romantic speaker who charms the ladies. Sorry. And he's none other than DTM Ali Ashar Anjum. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, Mr. Hibare Ishan, Madam President. So all the Toastmaster and guests. Today we have another special moment. Today we are blessed because we understand that we all are surrounded with blessings, with lots of positive energy within me, in you, and among all of us. We are blessed. We are blessed because we are able to count our blessings, and it's itself a great blessing. A perpetual blessing that we cannot count. Even if I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it shows that I am blessed enough to raise my hand. I am blessed enough to read, to write, and understand. Just simple these gestures. And today we are doing the same. Observe, think, and understand how blessed we are that we actually count our blessings. Our Toastmaster meeting is blessed with 3 segments. First one is of prepared speakers, in which our Toastmasters prepared their speeches and come here and on their Zoom screen to showcase their projects of Toastmasters path. Our second segment is of table topics, in which everyone or anyone can be called on the stage to speak on any topic impromptu. Then the blessing of realization that where we are wrong and how we can improve. We have evaluation segment in which our generous and cogent evaluators come and describe that how we can improve our speaking and how we can enhance our communication and leadership skills during those respective projects. So let's move on. Every Toastmaster meeting we have perpetual roles, the roles where which enhance our consciousness, roles that help us to increase our delivery and communication. So we are blessed with around 8 role holders.
Yes.
So our first role holder is the grammarian.
You can explain the grammarian and wordmaster role. The role player is on his way.
Okay. So the role player is on his way. So the grammarian and the wordmaster is Toastmaster Ejar Khan. And being grammarian, he is supposed to note all the grammatical errors, and at the end of the meeting, he is going to discuss that how the speakers can improve and correct those phrases. Being wordmaster, he coined the word of the day, and that is perpetual, which means never-ending things or things that we have repeatedly. So you all are requested to use this word as much as possible. Our wordmaster is going to note your frequency of uttering this word, and then at the end of the meeting, then he will call and announce your name as you are the one who used this word, and it is a moment of pleasure. Please. Our next role holder is the timer. So for this role, I would like to invite Toastmaster Imran Vana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, my role is to make sure that the meeting proceedings are on time. There will be different timings for different segments. If a prepared speech is from 5 to 7 minutes, then at 5 minutes, I'll show the green light, or for virtual speakers, my virtual background will turn into green. And at 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow light. And at 7 minutes, I'll show the red light. This red color means the speaker is left with 30 seconds to wrap up his or her speech. After that, he or she will be or the speaker will be disqualified from voting. And for the table topics, the speaker has to speak for about 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. At 1 minute, I'll show the green light. This means the speaker has qualified for the minimum time. At 1.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow light or amber light, or at 2 minutes, I'll show the red light. This red color means the speaker is left with 30 seconds to wrap up the speech. After that, the speaker will be disqualified. And for speech evaluation, the speech evaluator has 2 minutes to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. At 2 minutes, I'll show the green light. At 2.5, I'll show the yellow. And at 3 minutes, I'll show the red. After red, the speaker will be left with 30 seconds. So it is requested for the speaker to complete the speech, or if not, the speaker will not be qualified for voting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dan Rana, for your comprehensive description for the timer roles. Now let's move towards our fourth role, and that is of our counter. And for this, we have our Madam President, Toastmaster Hiba Raishan.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, at the our counter, I would be making note of all the filler words spoken by the prepared speaker in the prepared speeches and the prepared speech session, and as well as in the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster Hiba Raishan, for your concise description. Then we have our listener, and she is Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. Over to you, Toastmaster Zara.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, being a listener, I will be noting down few sentences said by the speakers or any role players, or during evaluation session, during the segment of speech session, the prepared speech session. And at the end of the meeting, when the general evaluator will be calling me, I will be asking you all to unmute yourself and tell me who said it. So I'll be asking you certain questions. Thank you. Over to you, to TMED.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. Now we have our most perpetual vote counter. PPM Sashway, please come and describe the vote.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role, as always, as the vote counter, would be to ask for votes after each and every segment of the meeting. So after the prepared speeches, after the table topics, after the evaluation, and at the end of the meeting, I will send out polls through a link, and you all can vote on that, or if anyone does not get a poll, they can vote on a piece of paper and just hand over the vote to me as the vote counter. I can't vote, so please don't accuse me of rigging. So back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Distinguished Toastmaster Sashway. Now, it's time to light up our meeting. So, for that, I would like to invite the Joke Master, Toastmaster Alvin Faraz.
Good evening, everyone. I hope that you can hear me and see me at the same time. Am I audible?
And now we can.
Yes, you are
visible.
All right, that's brilliant. So when my mentor asked me to play this role, I was really surprised. I was really shocked and didn't want to do that because making people laugh is a very difficult thing. And if you do not laugh about the joke, if you do not find it funny, please Forgive me for that. But I'm going to try anyway. So here we go. So there is a principle in business communication called, it's not what you say, it's how you say. Are we all aware of that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I did not understand that properly until I saw a stage show from Umar Sharif. In this particular scene, he was playing the role of a director, and he directed a scene where he wanted his actors to say a certain sentence. So the scene was something like this. So there was this girl who is meeting, her future husband, and the brother has to discover it. So the dialogue of the brother is, "Ye kya ho raha hai?" So he had to say what is going on. And Omar Sharif was directing it very nicely. So it was take one, and everyone understood their role. So the two lovebirds were sitting together, and the brother comes, and he had to say one single, very simple sentence. So he comes up and he says, "Oye, ye kya ho raha hai? Ye kya ho raha hai?" It was not what he said, it was how he said it. So I understood very clearly from that particular scene that it is the intonations that play a very important role in whatever we are saying. So rather than saying what is going on, he should have said what is going on with an anger, with a furious voice. And that's the joke of the day. Thank you so much for this role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin Faraz. Now, it's time to start our first segment. And today we are starting a first segment with something unique and something different. A very engaging project. Our speaker is Toastmaster Fahim Razak, and to describe his project, I would like to invite his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Raghu.
Thank you very much, my dear friend Ali Asha. Life is an impromptu speech. It's not a prepared speech. And life outside Toastmaster is not like Toastmasters. Here, everybody is disciplined. They clap, they encourage, and they keep quiet. But it doesn't happen in outside Toastmasters. So today, our friend Fahim is going to prepare himself for those moments and going to show us that he is attempting his level 4 project from dynamic leadership, managing a difficult audience. So people who don't know about this project, he is going to be disturbed and he is going to handle that. And I, as an evaluator, will evaluate him based upon how he is going to challenge himself and manage this difficult audience. He doesn't know who is going to disturb himself at, but we will know in the course of time. Wish you all the best, Fahim. Express to impress, Fahim Razak.
The wheels on the bus go round, 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 round. Well, I was trying to impress my 3-year-old niece, but she didn't give a hint at all. All she did was look at us momentarily and went back to her things that she was doing. I was like, okay, maybe she doesn't like this poem. So I tried another one. Mr. MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On this farm, he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. This time, she completely blanked. Not even looked up. I was like furious. I'm doing all these poems. I've never learned it myself. I'm just learning it for her. And all she does, ungrateful stuff. I said to my sister, "Hello, sister. Your daughter is just like you, rude and disappointing." My sister, that's being her daughter, immediately snapped back at me. Don't blame my daughter for your utter ignorance and utter incompetency of gaining her attention. Well, she basically just summed up my life. Failing to gain the attention of the opposite sex. That's my life. ever since I've tried to. But I wasn't going to be failed.
It's actually like that.
Exactly. I guess you have some kids. And you're gonna see what happens later in the story. Anyway, I wasn't going to be failed by my 3-year-old niece. So this time I went, Mr. McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On this farm, get some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. And at this time, she started jumping, and she even sang with me.
When was she born? She was born 2 years before.
Oh, looks like you share my experience, don't you? I would love to see your and hear what happened in your own story. But can we discuss it afterwards, please? And from then I just went on. Every time I will just jump up, she will jump up with me. Every time I would sing something, she would sing with me, and just continued. At the end of the day, that was my best day. I was like, I have invaded this 3-year-old niece, and not only that, I have invaded the art of effective body language. How to gain somebody's attention and keep it. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, and distinguished guests. I was thrilled by that. I had so much confidence after this. And after a couple of months after that incident, I happened to find myself in a meeting with a supplier. We were discussing some various aspects of the operations that I wanted from him. We discussed that. It was all amicable, very nice, having a tea, having a dinner as well. And then came the tricky bit. And that tricky bit is obviously the pricing. Okay, that was the last bit.
Toastmaster Sal?
Yes, sir. He went,
Yeah, you do
it's
a
going
good
to be
job in
500
bandit
per
hunting.
print.
How do you float those polls so fast?
Yes, sir, through the links and the form on.
I was like, what?
WhatsApp
500 per piece?
Oh,
Well, I didn't
see.
sell on Zoom. All I just did.
So you like being a vote counter?
And he thought that's the price he's giving me.
No
And that should be the right price.
choice, sir. No choice.
Oh, because no one wants to be the vote counter. I see.
Thank you, DTM Sir Sarfraz, for your question. I would love to answer it at the end of the presentation.
I won't be here at the end of your speech.
He was really beautiful so far.
So I was at a supplier meeting, and we came to the pricing, and he was like, "It's going to be 500 rupees per print." Inside, I was expecting it's going to be about 100 rupees per print, but my reaction was, "Oh, very coolly. Oh, 500 per print." And obviously, he thought he's giving me a reasonable pricing, and there was no way back after this for me. I realized this, but after he had given me the pricing, and after I had not given him the reaction, he thought I'm minted, but obviously not the case. I wish it was. So I lost that deal completely. All we agreed on 480 rupees per print instead of the reasonable amount would have been 120 rupees per print. Lost a significant amount of money there. That taught me another lesson. Straight away, if you do not like something, if you think something has been exaggerated, never content your feelings. Do not keep your feelings in you. Just express it out. Don't worry what other people are gonna think. Don't worry how you're gonna come across. Just stage it. It makes an immediate impact. It's like going to a fruit wala, okay? In Pakistan, a fruit staller, as we say. Say he says a price. I don't know. Let's say these days pomegranate are all over the place, right? And he says the price of PKR 500 per kg. If somebody's reaction is going, "Oh, 500 kg, can you do a little bit better for me?" We're gonna think this guy is, yeah, let's meet him. Okay, sir, for you, just for you, I'm gonna do 480 rupees. You might think, oh, say another guy comes in afterwards, right? PKR 500 rupees per kg. What? PKR 500 rupees? Are you selling gold here? I'm sure he's gonna think, okay, maybe I can't milk him that much, I'm going to try. He's probably going to lower it below 408. He might say 400. Instantly, that guy is going to get a better deal than the guy who didn't give much expression at all. So that is my point, ladies and gentlemen. Always try to express what you think inside. I have lost perhaps many relationships, potential relationships because of that, financially, emotionally, just because of this. So again, I learned the lesson from it. Okay, that's what I'm going to continue.
Mention about this relationship. You always target DTM surprise, but you never tell things about yourself.
Yeah, unfortunately, they always have the not so happy ending as DTM surprise. But this is something I'm going to learn from him, and perhaps I'll share it in the next meetings. So from now on, what I do, anything, even if it's a 10 rupees thing, if it's a $10 thing, if it's a 1,000 rupees thing, I instantly just go what I think. The other day, I had to take a rickshaw, kind of tuk-tuk, as they call it, to a place from my home to a business place. And the
Why don't you use it?
And the guy went, it's going to be 500 rupees. I was like, 500 rupees? What are you talking about? You're not going to take me through moon, are you? He was completely perplexed. He thought I'm not feeling well or something. I think out of sympathy, he lowered it, not just because of my negotiation skills. I think he lowered it straight away. Okay, Bhaijan, I will take you for 250. I was like, okay, this is still high, but because I'm running late, I'll give you 250. But that again taught me immediately, because I got what I wanted, is lower the price. So that again just reinforced my thinking, is to give your immediate reaction. Don't hold it. Even if you hold it for 3-4 seconds, and if you give a delayed reaction, it's not going to work. It has to be instant. It has to be on the spot. It has to be relevant, and it has to have your body language together with your tone. It's not good enough to up your voice or lower your voice and have your body static. It needs to match what you're saying. And one hint, you just need to look him in the eyes. Whether it's you're negotiating a financial deal, or some sort of other deal, a barter trade, or whatever. Just match your tone with your body language, give them a complete package. And once you have given your reaction, keep it silent, okay? If the other guy or person don't say anything, just keep it static, keep it silent. Don't feel the need that you need to fill the vacuum. People think it's very awkward when there is a silence and they need to fill it. And more often than not, trying to fill it, they say something silly or they ruin the moment. Try not to do it. It's like, okay, I think DTM Surprise will love it. I'm sure will DTM Ali Asharanjum will love it too. Yeah, he will love it too. It's like going on a date, you know, and you express, oh, you have such a lovely eyes. Keep it quiet there. Don't say anything. Imagine if the guy says, oh, such a lovely eyes. Oh, my ice cream is melting. You ruined the moment, haven't you? You just ruined the moment. If you can't do that. I'm sure DTM Surface doesn't do it. That's why he has probably a whole list of girls, which I don't, unfortunately. So here it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, trying to reinforce the point. Give the complete package. Look in the eye. Body language needs to match your tone of voice. Then shut up. Just shut up. Okay, let the other person react, whatever their reaction might be. You just respond to that reaction. And hopefully you will save just as more money as I've been saving these days. With that, back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fahim Razak, for your wonderful display of patience and moving on. despite of various interruptions during your speech. It was a part of our project, so please don't judge us with this project. So our next speaker is Toastmaster Bijar Khan, and to describe his project, I would like to invite Toastmaster Ibaris Khan. Okay.
I haven't received his evaluation sheet.
Okay, just a minute. Understanding your communication style.
Is he present in the meeting?
Yes, he is in the meeting.
Oh.
When the speeches are great, so it's what.
Heba, I've sent you the speech title of the speech. Could you please check your WhatsApp?
Okay, the speech title of TM Bijar Khan's speech is Supportive in a World That Can't Stop Talking. And the the objectives of the speech are, the first one is the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. And the second one, the purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Over to TM Bijar.
Thank you, Madam President, and my evaluator for the day. Today, my topic is a supportive style in a world that can't stop talking. I'll be sharing my communication style as per Toastmasters' different methods of evaluation. So in 2020, I was sitting with my elder brother, and we were talking about meetings and corporations and different people that we interact with who just cannot stop talking. Instead of listening, they will be presenting their point of view all throughout. And he shared, since he's an avid reader, he shared a book with me. The title of that book was Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Just Can't Stop Talking. And while I was preparing for that speech and trying to understand what communication style comes to me naturally, that book just clicked in my head. The author of that book, you would be so surprised. Her name is Susan Cain. She's a Harvard Law graduate. She's a very successful lawyer. And at her law firm, she is leading negotiations. Imagine an introvert person leading negotiations. And I'd like to talk more about this supportive style of communication. I'll assume the older members are already aware of all the styles, but for the newer members, the supportive style of communication basically covers a style that's calm, that is gentle, that is easily approachable, and one that is sincere. My questionnaire, the result of the questionnaire that I filled in today suggested that my style is supportive. Now, as I was going through this perpetual brainstorming, in my head, I recalled a comment from DTM Imran Rana. He was one of my evaluators in one of the speeches that I was addressing at this club, being present here. And I remember a comment from him that your speeches are sincere And that is why audiences connect with your speeches quite a lot. And when he said that, initially it was a bit surprising for me because I have experienced great speakers over here who have a lot of pizzazz, a lot of show, and my speeches rather are quite straightforward and about my personal life. But that sort of was a hint to me that maybe this style of mine, I need to explore more and I need to further evaluate this. Everyone has their own communication style. Of course, there's a direct communication style. There is a initiating communication style. I'm not going to talk about those. Probably somebody else will in their projects. This supportive communication of style, it has two sides of the coin, right? It has its benefits and its advantages. I mean, I can share one advantage. I was in a one-on-one evaluation meeting with my line manager. His name is Ghulam Kibriya, and I've mentioned him a couple of times. He's a Bangladeshi, but he's based out of Singapore. And this was about 6 months back when he was in Islamabad with us. And I asked him whether I'm a suitable person for sales. And he also said something to me, Vijar, in my 20 years of experience, if I can say something about you and your sales style and skills, is that clients trust you. And then we further explored that area, but his 2 words, clients trust you, 3 words actually, just stuck in my head. Right before that meeting, I was just thinking maybe sales is not a long-term career for me, but his experience and his evaluation changed my perspective. When I asked him how he had evaluated this, he just said, take it from my experience. So this supportive style has this advantage where your sincerity comes across and your audiences, your clients, your friends, your colleagues sort of build that trust with you over time. Now, the flip side of this, each style has some disadvantages as well. Sorry. You know, it takes some time to build a rapport or trust with your clients or audiences. But there are people who have a different style. The Donald Drapers of our society who will walk into a meeting in their very first interaction with a colleague or a client and just dazzle that person with their aura, with their personality, and with use of skills and language. While the supportive style of communication doesn't work with this, I can only say that if you all remember the story of the hare and the slow tortoise, at the end, slow and steady does win the race. I'll leave you with those thoughts. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijar Khan, for your wonderful speech. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Shahroz Khan.
Okay. Toastmaster Shahroz here, could you please stop the live streaming and recording? Do you want to record yourself or you don't want to record?
Yeah, I want to record myself.
But not the live stream.